witness is someone who gives an account of something. They're someone who refuses to keep what they know to themselves, and they basically share what they have seen and heard and experienced. And so a Christian witness is someone who testifies to God's glory by sharing what God has done in the past through His Word and through just the different acts that God has done in the past, but also more personally what God has done in that person's own life and their own experiences and what they have seen and heard God doing in their own personal life. Before I was a Christian, God was actually witnessing to me in many different ways, and I just didn't recognize it at the time, just through circumstances or through things that happened. But just before I became a Christian, I met some Christian friends who I guess started witnessing to me through their own lives and through just more subtle ways, less overt, but ways that kind of got me curious into who this God was that they followed. After I became a Christian, it was mainly through my local church that I was witnessed to. I guess becoming part of a real and active faith community is how God started witnessing to me, and I think that's a big part of discipleship, just leading people from being passive observers to being active participants in God's story and what God is doing. God is at work in our city already, and He's making Himself known through individuals and through churches all over the greater Toronto area. So I hope that through the Witness to You website, people will be encouraged by hearing what God is already doing, and they'll be spurred into action by hearing these stories. I hope that people will hear and see what God's doing and say, yeah, I want to be part of that. I want to become part of what God's doing in